Hello and welcome to Course Like Your Car Brochure channel. In today's Ford Friday is the turn of the Ford Mustang. Welcome back, and if you're new to Course Like, we'll look at car brochures from the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. So if you think that might interest you, please consider subscribing. It really does help the channel. Anyway, back to today's episode. It's Friday, so Ford Friday, where we're looking at Ford every Friday. Today is the turn of the Ford Mustang. This particular Mustang that we're going to look at today is actually the 4th generation. The brochure is actually from 2004, or the 2004 model year, so it's kind of like straying outside our usual criteria of 60, 70, 80s and 90s, but in reality we do stray outside that parameter anyway. But in reality, the 4th generation came out in 94, so I always think of it more as a 90s car anyway. But anyway, let's have a look at today's brochure. So we often say on Course Like, don't we, we're going to look at brochures from around the world and then end up looking at UK brochures. I must really stop doing that, really, to a certain extent. This is actually a brochure from Canada, and in the UK we didn't get this 4th generation Mustang. We're more familiar with the 6th generation when that arrived to the UK, although in some ways I find that a little bit sad. I kind of like wish Europe had really kept that Capri name and kept that going, really, because I'm sure there would have been, well, there's definitely some market for it, because like I say, selling the Mustang over there now. So like it says, 2004 Mustang, meaning it's the 2004 model year. And like I say, at the bottom here it proudly shows this is a Canadian brochure built for life in Canada. This particular front cover is kind of like I kind of like think it was like the key colour for this time for these Mustangs. So it's kind of like shown a lot of time around this time, this yellow Mustang. The colour itself is called Screaming Yellow, which is a weird name. Not sure I'm really approve of the name, but I guess they're all trying to give it sort of like names as, you know, speed, I guess. But there we go. Obviously we can see the badge at the front there, better pictures inside. So let's open the brochure now. Okay, so the first picture shows this GT convertible. A little bit of text up here, so we'll read that and then we'll kind of like have a better look at this image. So as it says here, authentic, the thrill lives on. In 1964, nobody knew what a pony car was. The Mustang turned the automotive world on its ear. 2004 Mustang marks the 40th anniversary of a legend by packing the same kind of excitement and way more power into one of the most athletic cars ever built. It's an all-out celebration of driving, perfect on racetracks of the world and designed to be enjoyed on open roads everywhere. And like I say, we've got this image of this GT. Two models at this time. We've got a V6 and we've got a V8. So this is going to be your V8 powered GT. Little GT badge on the door there. These quite nice alloy wheels. I do like this brochure for one reason. It's kind of like reminds me of Ford brochures of old, where they kind of like tell you what the model is. So it says here, Mustang GT convertible shown in black clear coat with optional 17-inch bullet painted aluminium, or I should say aluminum, as this is a North American brochure, wheels. So there it is. Quite a striking car, really, from that angle anyway. I think it's quite cleverly photographed though at this angle to make it look quite striking. More images of the Mustang, this time from the rear, and certainly this particular brochure certainly seems to be favouring the top of the range GT model, as you can imagine. There is that GT badge on the rear, and sort of that Mustang writing on the rear bumper, Ford badge to one side. Nice looks silver, this car, isn't it? But it's actually telling us down the bottom here, this is a Mustang GT convertible shown in Oxford white. That is actually white, even though it really doesn't look white. It looks like those optional bullet wheels are on this particular model as well. We also have one in red. Hard to tell if that's the GT or not, but certainly a different wheel. So we have this 40th anniversary badge with this obviously Mustang on there as well to celebrate the 40th anniversary. This year marks the Mustang's 40th anniversary, commemorating with special fender badging on all 2004 Mustang V6 and GT models. Fun, freedom and the unbridled spirit of driving. That's what Mustang is all about. A little bit of a glimpse of the steering wheel with the Mustang badge on the front. I tell us that's an optional extra by the looks of it. The luxury of leather, a standard leather wrapped steering wheel and shift knob combined with optional leather clad GT sport seats to strike a luxurious note and soften the GT convertible's performance edge. Next page now, and kind of moved away from the convertibles and have the more conventional coupe, I guess. Probably the car from the front cover, actually. Let's just see what it's saying on there. It's telling us this is again the GT, so the Mustang GT Coupe shown in screaming yellow clear coat with those optional 17-inch bullet painted aluminium wheels. There's all the wheels. Bit of that scoop for the GT models V8, bit of a wing at the back there as well. Quite like the black mirrors with the yellow paint actually. And it's kind of like showing some of the features there. So we've got a CD player, and back to convertibles again, and once again looking at the GT. Sort of moving, I don't know what it's trying to tell us here. Oh, traction control. Mustang GT standard all-speed traction control is there when you need to fend off wheel slippage. We got a little bit of a look under the bonnet, more Mustang images. The quiet rumble of power beneath the GT Coupe's distinctive hood scoop lies a 260 horsepower high compression V8. When we turn the page, we're back to convertibles again, and this is kind of surprising. Don't forget, this is the Canadian brochure list, so built for Canada. Most of the images of convertibles, so I'm sure these were the same images that were shown on the US version as well. Try and zoom in a little bit better. So this one actually is the first one that isn't the GT, I think. Let's look at the back of it. No GT badge on there. Clearly say Mustang. Colour coordinated wing on the back. Let's see what it's telling us. Mustang V6 convertible shown in torch red clear coat with optional pony package. Maybe we'll see what the pony package is later on. Look at that interior, and yeah, this is the time when Fords were getting a bit curvy. Couldn't resist doing a little bit of a curve over the passenger side there, because I'm not really sure how keen I am. This one's shown with the optional automatic. I think they came with a standard manual, optional automatic. Here's finally a look at a different alloy wheel on the V6. And a little bit of a look at probably these optional extra pedals. Let's just have a quick look at some of the notes. So he's telling us here the cockpit interior. The distinctive twin cockpit interior design of the original Mustang is reinstated in the flowing lines of the 2004 convertible. The ultimate pony car, the car that started the pony car revolution, is celebrated in the 2004 Mustang's pony car package. Unique 16-inch polished aluminium wheels with a GT style hood are just two of the attention getting packages. Okay, so the pony package, it means you get those alloy wheels, and I thought that was a bit unusual with it saying it's a V6. It's got a bit of a hood scoop. I guess you get that with the pony package even though it's a V6. And then finally, metallic glory. With the optional interior upgrade package, the Mustang V6 Coupe takes on gleaming metallic look with stainless steel pedals, a metallic centre panel and more. So I'll turn the page. We're back to coupes and we're back to V6s, amazingly enough. Doesn't look like a V6 with this hood scoop, but again, it's going to have that pony package which gives us this little bit of a V8 look to it. Let's see if we can zoom in. Okay, yeah, so the Mustang V6 Coupe shown in silver clear coat metallic. Yeah, we are on silver this time, with optional pony package. Do particularly like this interior with the seats. That sort of light coloured interior looks quite nice, but again, I'm not too sure with this curve. I'm not sure if I like that or not. Looks like this has got the standard manual gearbox by the looks of it. Quick look at some keys and a quick look at some mechanical components. Let's just have a look what it's telling us. So supple, sporty and supportive leather bucket seats add to the fun of driving a Mustang. They're available as an option, of course, complemented by a standard 6-way power adjustable driver's seat. Mustang's standard remote keyless entry features a panic button that sounds the car horn and flashes the lights to alert others in an emergency. The standard security lock passive anti-theft system prevents anyone from starting the car without a properly encoded ignition key. And then finally, Mustang's independent McPherson strut front suspension blends ride, comfort and crisp, sporty handling. A stabiliser bar helps reduce body lean and contributes to Mustang's flat and controlled cornering. Okay, so here are the 2004 Mustang specifications. Like I said, two models, that GT or V6, both available as a convertible or a coupe. The engine on the GT is a 4.6 60 valve V8. Now it's telling us the V6 is a 12 valve V6. Doesn't tell us the engine size, weirdly, for the V6, but it's going to be a 3.8. If we look down, 5-speed manual gearbox is the standard gearbox, but I'm sure a lot of people probably picked the automatic in North America. Bit of the dimensions. I'm not going to go through the dimensions, but of course you can pause the screen if you want to really see that. Weights and capacities, and then some of the features for both the GT and the V6. You can see that O where it says 4-speed automatic is meaning that's the optional gearbox. I kind of think this is a little bit weird for the models actually. Different speedometer whether you get the GT or the V6. The V6 tops out 190, the GT or the V8 240. You think they'd just put the 240 speedo in both. That's a little bit weird. A few more options. Power windows. Two-tone seats on the GT. And then we got these equipment packages. So it's telling us it's got there's an optional 40th anniversary package, Arizona beige hood, lower door panel and deck lid stripes, Arizona beige painted wheels, 17-inch bullet aluminium Mustang GT, or 16-inch 5-spoke bright machined aluminium on the V6. Colour keyed fold-away power side mirrors. Deck lid spoiler delete. It's kind of like a bit weird to take away the spoiler. Parchment colour cloth for the convertible. And then we got various other packages. It's telling us on here. Oh, actually, this looks like this is a continuation of the 40th. Actually, medium parchment interior upgrade package, leather wrapped steering wheel, 40th anniversary logo floor mats, 40th anniversary centre panel badge. Exterior colours are different, so we've got 40th anniversary crimson, red clear coat, or black clear coat, or indeed Oxford clear coat. And then there are, like I say, other options. You've got a handling package, an interior upgrade package, that pony package that we saw, and a sports appearance group. Other available options, looking at the audio system, body side mouldings and leather seating surfaces. Ford accessories remote start. Yeah, not very common in the UK, but in Canada remote start is very welcome when it's -40 outside. Press the button and from inside your house wait for your car to warm up. Gear shift knob, I guess it's slightly different. And this aluminium trim kit. And then we get the exterior colours, so we've got black, competition orange, dark shadow grey, Oxford white, fire red or red fire, screaming yellow, silver, sonic blue, torch red, and for the 40th anniversary models you got this crimson red. You also got different convertible top colours if you did choose the convertibles, so black, parchment and white, and different interior colours. A couple of leathers, you could have that parchment or white if you're a very clean person, and then the various different aluminium wheels. And then you can see that bullets painted aluminium one, which is seen a lot in the brochure, optional on the GT, and next to it the 40th anniversary one with this sort of like beige colour in the middle. And then interesting, it just shows the Fords that are available in Canada at this time. Focus, of course, is, you know, well seen as well in Europe, of course, so we're very familiar with that, but you know, lots of other models that we're not quite as familiar with as well. Just nice to see what the full range and how that Mustang really fitted in with the range. Two F-150s, looks weird, but kind of like the old generation and the new generation. Kind of a bit of an overlap here. We'll just stick the word heritage on the old model to keep it running a bit longer. Bit of a Ford badge and built for Canada. And at the bottom there, that little code is telling me that this is actually a 2003 brochure for the 2004 model year. So there we go, that is the Ford Mustang for 2004. Like I say, we really need to start looking at more brochures than the UK brochures, and here's one from Canada. So thank you for watching. There is another episode tomorrow on the Saturday special, but please do like and subscribe, because that really does help the channel. If you're not subscribed already, please do so. Please, we're kind of like trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before Christmas. Will we or won't we? I don't know, but if you've not done, please do so. I will be much appreciated, and it's a nice little family here on Quarterlight learning about different brochures, and it's really nice to hear comments from people who've already subscribed of their experiences with these cars. it's really a joy to read for me, and I'm sure it is for other viewers as well, so thank you for that. But for now, we'll say have a great weekend, take care, we'll see you very soon, and goodbye.